the old National Ivan Vazov Theatre. I don't know if it is open at the moment. It looks well and truly shut up. Maybe it's out season, so maybe it's closed for a few months. Looks like they still do some performances though, because they're sort of adverts just outside for them. I can't remember when it was constructed. I think it's on there, 1904 sounds about right from memory. Typical Russian neoclassical look. Ticket office there, Biletna Kassa. Moby Dick. Friedrich Schiller. Yes. Nice stately 10th century buildings around this area. Large bald eagles flanking the entrance to this building up ahead. Green building. Maybe American Embassy possibly. St. Nicholas Russian Orthodox Church. I think in the late 1800s. Small little church built in the traditional neo-baroque Muscovite style. Your typical golden Kokoshnik domes. That's obviously St. Nicholas there in the mural relief. Got a sort of loggia on the other side as well, entrance. Not sure if you can film inside, but little peek inside, all like the old golden murals, quite impressive. Such a small little church as well. I'll go and see if we can have a look inside the much larger Alexander Nevsky church just over the way. Obviously done in Orthodox style, late 1800s, 1878. When the Russians took hold of Sofia from the Ottomans, who took over the city in 1382 if I remember correctly, so almost 500 years it was under Ottoman rule. And the Russians came in late 1870s and took control. That was the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Beautiful inside, so I think free to go in, but donations welcome, so we were popping in a few coins for the upkeep alone. Vast open space inside, quite dark though, but a lot of allegories from Christianity and murals of like the patron saint, I think more specific to the Eastern Orthodoxy inside. But all the walls are covered in like the allegories murals, so impressive inside. But quite dimly lit, so definitely worth a visit. A must if you're in Sofia, even for a short while. Not too far a walk from the centre itself. Free to go in, so definitely worth checking out if you're in the city. Domes on top of each other, typical of the Eastern Orthodoxy Christian style of architecture, religious architecture, rather than more Western, typical Western sort of perpendicular kind of naves and square shapes to it. Let's check out this monumental statue I've just come across. I'm not sure who it is. George Aftor Mina Ivanov, I think the person who sculpted it. George Paped Donoset Stefanov. I'm wondering what this building was yesterday. Turns out it's the State Opera House. Though it's kind of squashed down a sort of random little side street, so a bit odd. Lohengrin Barger ring cycle. June this year. I'm done in a sort of, again in a sort of communist neoclassical style. Probably sort of like 1950s, I'd imagine. Quite stark architecture. Big statue, Alexander Stambolijski. I'm not entirely sure what I've just bought, but hungry, need something to eat. I hope it's savoury, I've had too much sweet stuff, so. Fortunately it is savoury, spulgo I think it is. So you get sort of samosa wrap, tastes like almost. I think it's like couscous pepper and thing there. Couscous pepper and other sort of vegetables. So it does taste nice though. Probably should have got it warmed up though, but yeah. Some old Soviet monuments built in 1954. They're all sort of fenced off at the moment. Looks like they're being moved to a museum, because they kept getting vandalised and painted over throughout the decades. There's like counter-protests, counter-culture. You can still see a bit of the red paint on some of them. In 2011 I think it was, they were painted to be like figures from American pop culture, like Batman, Joker, Superman, Ronald McDonald and the like. People kept vandalising them, painting over them, and to the ire of the local government council, and obviously the Russians themselves. They're supposed to be like honouring the Russian soldiers assisting Bulgaria in World War II. So see a bit of the paint over it there. Flag, I can't make out what the flag is there, but apparently they're dressed up in like balaclavas as well to be like Pussy Riot at one point. The Russian rock band, counterculture rock band, anti-government, anti-Putin rock band, painted in pink in 1968 in support of the Prague Spring. It looks like they dismantle it all though. Looks like it's vandalised. Large monument over there. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the one with the beard was done up as painted as Santa Claus. See this particular relief, they seem to be on each side of this main sort of monument, four of them. This one's obviously been sort of painted, daubed in Ukrainian flag colours recently. Unfortunately you can't get any closer now. I need to go local sort of council government, having to go and clean it off every time. Obviously when it's painted over, the council come and remove the graffiti, but then the younger generation just go in, paint over them again. Sort of other sort of counter protests. So I think they just got fed up and thought we'll just dismantle it. Otherwise you never hear the end of it from the Russian government. Slightly interesting mural here. Soviet soldiers, are they? This one seems to have fared a bit better. I think someone had scrawled the words in pace with time below as well, in Bulgarian obviously, as a sort of political message.